What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to do a little something different. It's a little bit of a rainy day today, so I'm going to do a dash comparison on the 2019 H2 and the 2016 H2 over there, because obviously 19 is the big revamp year for it. They have an all new dash in 19, all new electronics, so I'm going to get into it and kind of show you guys what they've changed and what they've improved on, because they've improved a ton of stuff on this new dash. So I'm going to show you guys what they look like on and off and go through all the features and settings. And on this bike here, this is the new dash. I honestly have not been through the dash that much, so I'm going to be learning a lot with you guys. The 16 dash is pretty basic, to say the least, so I mean, there's not a whole lot to go through, but I'm going to show you guys up close and personal on what these things look like. So before we even get into it and turn anything on, I'm going to show you guys what the dashes look like, what the tacks look like, because on the 16, so this is your little LCD screen, has all your speedo and everything, and this is your tack side. But if you'll notice, you don't see any of the numbers until the bike's keyed on. That plays a big role in how hard it is to see this thing, because you can't really see the numbers in direct sunlight, and you can't see the speed very well in direct sunlight. And on top of that, this blinks. It looks really cool, but it really doesn't do any justice for this thing on being able to see what's going on in there. On this H2 though, you'll notice that the numbers, you can see everything before it's even turned on. So you can see all the numbers. It does skip numbers up top like the other one does, but this side I noticed does not blink like the other side does. Now, this tack is a little bit smaller. I really like the look of that tack better than this tack because it's a bigger tack. That's pretty much the only thing I like about that one better, though. Everything else on this bike is way better, in my opinion, after riding both of them, as far as the look of the tack. So I'm gonna go ahead and key this one on, and let's go through the settings, and I'll show you guys everything that I know, at least, or at least that I've played with on this bike. I've had it for about 2 years, so I've played with a good bit of stuff, but I haven't gone through everything on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the garage lights off. It's gonna give you guys a lot better view of this. So sorry if you can't see very well, but you'll see the tacks really well. First things first, notice how you can't see any of the numbers. You don't see them until it actually lights up to that RPM. Over here, this is your little LCD screen. So you have your gear position sensor, your KTRC up there in the top left, boost, and also mile per hour, and this is temperature over here. Now you can cycle through clock, miles, got a little over 6,000 miles on this one, trip meter, trip B, MPG, your average 17.5 is outrageously generous, I think, for how much I beat the crap out of this bike. Gallons used, looks like coolant temperature, boost intake temperature. This is a very, very, very important one for the H2. And back to clock. So that's pretty much it on this thing. KTRC, what you do is you come over here to your mode button right there. You hit that. KTRC, see it up in the top left of that screen start to blink. This one has off, 1, 2, and 3, and that's it. That's all the KTRC it has. So 3 I found to be absolutely useless, along with 2 for my riding at least, and 1, once you get up to this power level, just limits the power like crazy, so I always just ride it with it off. But that's pretty much all I've messed with on this dash, and there's not a whole lot more, to be honest with you guys. So that's pretty much it on this one. Let's jump over to the new dash. Alright guys, I don't know how easy it is to see on the screen. It's pretty bright. Let's see if I can get a little bit better angle here for you guys, which is ironic because it's so easy to see in person. Alright, hopefully that angle is a little bit better for you guys. So, where to begin on this, because I, to be honest, have not messed with this one that much. First things first, down here in the corner, KTRC. Same thing, you hit the button on the right, KTRC comes up, blinking, so you can go 1 through all the way up to 9. I haven't tested a lot of these because, to be honest with you, I don't use traction control that much. I usually just leave it in 1 or off. And when I rode with it in 1 before the flash, I haven't tried it after the flash, but when I rode with it in 1 with the flash, it would keep the front wheel like a foot off the ground, and that's it. So I really had to turn it off if you wanted to do wheelies. I don't know if that's the same after the flash. Oh my God, there are so many settings. Okay, so starting from the bottom, over here on this side, if you can see these 2 arrows here, the bottom arrow controls the bottom of the dash there. The top arrow controls the top of the dash. All right, so bottom of the dash, we have battery voltage, looks like the date, miles per gallon, average, that's most likely instant and average, how much fuel you've used on this trip, average speed, total time, I guess that's total engine running time maybe, and that's pretty much it for those. Trip A, trip B, lean angle, I wonder if that's actual lean angle. Yep, so that's real-time lean angle, you guys see that? Max lean left and right. BST, I'm guessing that's boost temperature. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. BST 100%, maybe it's not. And odometer. And then we have your coolant temperature over there. All right, so I just learned something, that if you hold down on the down button, it brings this up flashing, and you can reset all of your bottom controls there, which is like your lean angle and all that, max lean, total time. So that's pretty cool that you can reset all that, set new high scores or whatever. There is another area I can get into. I may have to bust out the manual for this. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm going to figure out how to get into this other area. All right, guys, I turned the lights back on for this because on this bike, you really don't need the lights off like you do on that bike to see it that well. But what you have to do is this little mode button over here. You hold down on that, and it brings you into the main menu here. Get you guys up close and personal here. All right, so settings here. We have units, MPH, or you can go to KMH, I assume. Reset your settings to the factory default. Date, clock. I actually went through and set my clock. I usually don't do that on my bikes. Bluetooth. Now, I haven't used the Bluetooth on this bike. There is an app for it, so I may download that and play with it a little bit, but I have not used that yet. Kawasaki launch control. I don't think I'm ever going to use that. I typically like not using launch control and just going by whatever I can do with the clutch. Quick shifter. It's just on off. KEBC, so this is actually Kawasaki engine brake control. So I was riding the other day and I was like, man, this has like no engine braking. So let's go in here. Oh, it just has light and off. I can't turn it heavier. I guess I'll leave it on light. Shift rev limiter, that's not the actual limiter, it is the shift light, sorry. So it is set at 13,000 and it is on. I'll show you guys what it looks like. That's the shift light. Rain mode off, you can turn that on. Display mode type 1, let's see what they got in here. Type 2, type 3, and type 4. Throttle or brake. So I guess that's the difference between type 3 and type 4. I kind of like, let's do type 3. I don't need to know how much throttle I'm applying. Oh, and then black or white background. So I like the black background with the white numbering and lettering versus a white background with black on it. I just prefer that. That's all personal preference. Brightness is at 1. It's plenty bright for me. I think it goes up to 3 on this bike. Yeah, so 3. Oh, actually 3 takes it down. So 1 is the brightest. No wonder it was plenty bright. And back to units. So that's pretty much everything there. Oh yeah. So you guys see how that changed everything over here? So I would assume boost, BST, I'd assume is boost. Let me know if I'm wrong on this stuff, guys. I'm guessing here. Brake force, yep. So a little bit of brake, a lot of brake. KTRC, lean angle at the top there. Yep, active lean angle. Clock down low. Man, I really like this setting here. Yeah, I like all of this. Let's see if we can. So max lean, boost temperature. Yeah, I dig this dash setup. Let's go in and see what the other one looks like. That was type 3. Here is going to be type 4. Very similar. Just does not have the brake and boost there. So I'll go back to what it was. So that's a general rundown on the two dashes. I guess I'm going to go over here and hold the mode button down because I never did that, but holding the mode button down should just put me in the KTRC settings over there. All of your indicator lamps are around the outside of that, if you can see. So like your check engine light, or your battery voltage low, or your brights, like there's your brights there. You know, all of that stuff's over there. Indicators up there. All right, let's jump over there and hold down the mode button, see if it does anything. I assume it's just going to be KTRC though. Oh, we got another area here. So we've got units, brightness, rain mode, KTRC, KTRC 1, 2, 3, shift lamp rev limiter, engine braking, quick shifter, launch control, and clock. So it's got a lot of the same settings on this that it does over there, except that one's just got way more cool stuff than this one has. This one's basically it's a basic unit. It tells you RPMs and how fast you're going. I mean, what else do you guys really need? It's a freaking rocket ship. Well guys, there you have it. There's the differences on the dash from the 2019 bike to the 2016 bike. Let me know if you guys like these kind of videos. I had a few people request this from me, so it was a very, very rainy day today, so I decided to do one of these videos for you guys. I'm trying to pump out more content for you. I've been lacking on getting content out fast for you guys, so instead of doing like these big proper videos, I'm just gonna do small stuff like this during the week, and then on the weekends when I have time, I'm gonna make the bigger videos for you guys. Let me know if you guys like that kind of content. As always, leave a like on the video, drop a comment down below. Until next time, guys.